Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Great.
Power to the people.
Area secure. Maintaining cautious patrol.
How are you?
We can't live like this anymore. Interesting, what?
We will not tolerate interference.
And it has to be violated.
What is this?
What happened to global warming?
Papers.
Shit.
Santo! The old friendly culture! The Santo group requires.
When you wish upon a star.
What?
The song. It's in my...
Got what you're looking for.
I hate watching the news. Wars, famine, murders.
They make... See you soon.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling.
Looks simple.
tracking number.
That? I just gave you. Fine. 950.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant.
You're heading into TF-29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's. Motherboard. Access it. And then just plug and play, or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Verified. Agent Adam Jensen.
These guys have plastered Dubai. Exfil is impossible. The LZ is totally overrun.
Agent Meyer to Cybercrime.
I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours, still nothing. So the task force has a point.
These guys might as well be toast. Carter's no picnic right now, I'll tell you that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Access granted.
They've been everywhere for the past week.
You think one of them never got an official okay from the Indonesians?
Outside call cleared and waiting.
Run DNA checks through all the office.
Agent urgent. Having been oriented to Agent's office. Agent
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alex, the Whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things.
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble?
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Ruzicka investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
Good. Thought I'd have to fight him to let me handle this one. Whoever planted those bombs yesterday has a lot to answer for.
Agreed. And we have to find out who they are before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained, because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Ruzicka? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
No one's extra communication scanning operation in China. Our people there are taking down a human trafficking
We
operation.
need to know. Not the harvesters again.
No, that group seems to have tripled up.
Relies on public perception.
Jensen, we need... My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Smart move. They don't want to be caught in a dragnet. For crying out loud.
Last night, the Collective published the tax returns of the 50 richest people in Switzerland. It made for some very interesting reading.
Have you seen Vince around? You're talking about the same Vince? Same flat? Never around.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines. 2 weeks at least. Agent Owen, report to Agent Creed. Fully
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge.
You made it out of the
Let's pretend you're right. Why would somebody be reading our emails?
Are you kidding? Whoever's doing it is spying on us.
Well, you know what? I think you're right about that.
Alex, did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Jane has provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
Make the best of it, he says. Jump.
Hej ty, plechovko, víš, že tady sedět nesmíš. No tak, vypadni odsaď.
She's not going to learn any lesson.
You are going to die when you see my new car.
In the sewers. Ridiculous.
He tried to pay with a...
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented.
What did you do that for?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
Not sure. Good news is I got an exact location.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Telling you, people in all countries, they treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face, or widely. That is what you rest. Go away, Clegg. We're closed. Oh, he is not here to gamble, man. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Mano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I'm with Interpol, but I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Václav Koller.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Koller must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Koller. No, he cannot have the calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
Koller didn't send me. I volunteered after he explained his situation. Sounded like he can use a little help. The truth is, though, I'm doing this for me. I need some repairs done, and Koller needs the calibrator to do them.
Do you believe this, man, Vano? Such commitment to honesty. But now I wonder about your commitment to other people. So tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
If someone needs my help, I give it. Any way I can.
It is like I am always telling him you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
You listen to the man, Vano. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. So what do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr.
Jensen? We have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Koller's calibrator. I will be in touch.
Word of this cannot reach Radic.
All right, Koller. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Koller. Call me when you're ready.
Just make it through this shift.
All right, Miller, I'm at the Metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Rizika Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Rizika?
Plan A wasn't working.
outfit shop. You remember the one when we were kids?
Who's welcome? It's being built by the augmented for
Stay out
the
of sight,
augmented.
Meg. How is it different from the
Okay, next. Papers, please. Thank you.
A way to move the problem somewhere else.
Yes.
Via is built on the
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there, something big, something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
So what am I looking at in there?
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere, and plenty of cops, too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan. If they don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know. Several. They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least one guy in an exosuit. And my guess is they'll shoot first and bury the bodies later.
What do you think is on this scan?
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site. And if I had one more minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. But the fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more. I'm sure it's important.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
We might as well head back. There's no getting through that way.
What?
The police have the hall locked down.
Is there no way around?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
He showed up here? I thought he'd still be in the hospital.
Checked himself out this morning. He had no real injuries, so there was nothing they could do.
I cannot imagine how he did it.
Since pretty damn determined to find the all responsible, Captain had to have him physically removed.
What did they do? Drag him out screaming?
Backup needed! My location!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Central probably thinks someone might come try to scrub the evidence.
Ornik is riding a rig. What do we need with that kind of firepower? He's an army of Ark fanatics.
We've got trouble.
Follow your training.
No, they've already done the preliminary structural analysis. We're fine here. No worries about that. Anything else?
Tag it for spectrographic.
Okay, good. Back to your boat.
Find anything else?
There's nothing that I think will make it. Show me what proper task force.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
do you think you're doing? This train car is for naturals. Come on, let's see your paperwork.
Here, everything's in order.
These are nice, but you still have to play by the rules, understand? Stay out of the natural section. Learn it, live it. Go.
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's gonna put you inside Gollum City.
The Og Ghetto. What did we get?
In telecam footage from the attack. Chang was able to pull some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozen 5 minutes of... your time. Call me when it's done.
Who listens to that gossip? I'm sure these people... Did we get my friend past the checkpoint?
Absolutely. I paid for calling. A police sergeant.
Make the best of it, he says. What?
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division? David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
David Seraph always attracted a lot of controversy.
Yes, I've seen some of his interviews. A firm believer in human enhancement technologies. I wonder if the incident changed his view?
Certainly didn't seem that way on the day.
You were with him then? In Panchea? When the incident happened?
Not at first. I was investigating the people responsible for attacking Seraph Industries. I was this close to exposing them when the incident hit.
You weren't affected?
No.
So how did you end up in Panchaea?
I found out Sarif had left for the Arctic installation without me. I knew it was still under construction and most of its workforce was augmented. But by the time I got there, the damage had been done. Is there a reason we're dredging up the past? Because I don't see what any of this has to do with current events.
Don't you? Panchaea was the fulcrum, Adam. For you and for all of society, everything changed that day. They dragged you out of the ocean and into a world that hates and fears people like you. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? Doesn't matter what I think about it, Doc. I got a job to do. I'm here to prevent further bloodshed, which is exactly what I intend to do.
I hope that you can. Listen, Adam, I know these kinds of conversations are a pretty major pain in the ass. I really do appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. Thanks.
You mean I had a choice?
No, but the sentiment remains. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Thanks again for going over your file with me, Adam. I think most of the other agents see a plague cross on my door. Good luck getting the people responsible for these attacks brought to justice.
I feel terrible.
Good luck getting the people responsible for these attacks brought to justice.
This is Eliza Cassell.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns.
These guys might as well go on. Who am I? I'm not doing this fucking job. Who the fuck are you?
They don't care.
Shouldn't you be out there tracking down whoever tried to hack into us?
I'm working on it.
State police are playing stingy with sharing you work for the guy who doesn't trust
I highly doubt whoever did this bothered to turn to some new mistake.
Fully urgent. Urgent. Caterina Norton to Agent Norton. Fully urgent.
The Jinn still believe what's been told them or don't. We need to know.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
It's like you said, they shot first, so I took care of it.
Oh, okay. Good. They had it coming.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy.
These are the chances he used.
Agent going in. You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
What's wrong with him?
Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good. But it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
When you have been doing this as long as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.
Well, I'd better get going. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Do not tell me, tell Chang. I have a cover to keep. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing yesterday, Agent Jensen. The task force needs good men like you.
Thanks, Sedlak. Take care.
Hobos, Augs, prostitutes. City is falling apart.
Hey, you mind taking one of my patrols next week?
Keep moving.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. They used to welcome people like us. Go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me. Even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. I still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
They got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower, too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesellife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because ARC don't operate in North America.
They're setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
All right, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
We're 2 years too late already.
Uh-uh.
How come we make deals with them?